Hey yo, what is good, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Go Thru Em with Yo a Nerd. I'm Malcolm McFadden, the creator of 615 Comics, and this is the week. I think New Comic Book Day was May 6th this week. Yep, it was May 6th this week. So I got a whole bunch in this week. So let's go into them. Let's go through them. All right, right here we got Daredevil number two. Daredevil number two. All right, now this joint is really dope. It's actually written by Stephanie Phillips, a person who I follow on TikTok, and this is a really good jump on if you're brand new to Daredevil. This is something you can really jump onto if you just watched the series and you liked it. You can jump onto this book and just start from here. All right, I think it's a definitely a dope issue for new readers. So check out Daredevil. He got a new villain. He's at a new spot. There's a whole bunch of new stuff that's going on with Daredevil. He also is a teacher in this book, and he is really going through it. And this villain, he actually has trouble sensing with his abilities. So it's a really dope story. Next up, we picked up Ben 10. Ben 10, y'all. So Ben 10, if you didn't know, Ben 10, the cartoon is now has a comic book out, and it's actually really dope. It kind of starts off the origin of Ben 10. It's actually a lot like the cartoon for real, because I was watching, actually just got my son on to watching Ben 10, and I watched Ben 10 back in the day, but not like crazy, you feel me? So watching the first episode and then watching the very first episode and then watching and then reading this book, there's a lot of similarities to those episodes, and it was really dope. So if you're a fan of Ben 10, he has a brand new comic book series out right now you can check out. Also picked up the astonishing Miles Morales Spider-Man. All right. I didn't read it yet, but this was actually Spider-Man in the vibranium suit. Definitely really dope. Wanted to check this out. Miles is we're waiting, I think, until August for Miles to come back. So this is actually a good read to kind of give us keep us over until then. But like I said, I haven't read this yet. But I flipped through the pages, it seemed dope and can't wait to read it. Also, next up, we have, hold on, give me a little second. Ooh, Storm, Earth's Mightiest Mutant. Bruh, this series, the series before this was really good. This one, I actually haven't read any of this series yet. I've just been getting them, but I haven't read them yet. But I need to go through and read them all because Storm actually, when the first series that they had was actually really good, and this is the second series. So they've actually been really killing it. The writer who wrote Akugan, that's also a dope indie book that you should check out. Black dope indie book. Who the writer of Akugan is writing Storm. He's actually doing a very good job with Storm right now. But I also need to catch up. Oh, Absolute Green Lanterns, and I got the variant cover. Had to get this variant cover because it was just too tough. I had to get this variant cover. So, Absolute Green Lantern is I think one of the better stories in the Absolute universe. Of course, Batman is up there. I think Absolute Wonder Woman, Superman, I kind of fell off of that, but Absolute Green Lantern is definitely a dope story, bro. And definitely you need to follow Joe Sojourner, who's a new Green Lantern. She has her own series, and they actually have in a compact size, and that's actually really good. So you should go check out that series. She's like a really good space detective. You feel me? So definitely check that out uh and see if you like that. Next up, we have Batgirl. All right, Batgirl number 19. Now, if you don't know about it, Batgirl now got some like blood bending powers, but the real big thing about this series I want to talk about is the fact that Bronze Tiger is now on this series. Bronze Tiger's son, who is actually the half brother of Cassandra Cain, is in this series, and he's like a main character in this series. He's every issue for like the past 5 or 6 issues he's been in, and he's traveling and moving with Cassandra, learning from her. So if you're a fan of Bronze Tiger, his son, who's also a black character, is in this book, and I hope they do more with him. You feel me? Like he's in it consistently, so I hope they do more with him after that. Moon Knight number 4. Now, Moon Knight has been probably the most consistent series in Marvel for like the past like 3-4 years. All right, Jed McKay is killing it with Moon Knight, bro. He is literally killing it. You should, if you want to read Moon Knight, start from Jed McKay's #1 and just follow everything from there. They've done a couple revamps of the series, but you can just follow from Jed McKay's Moon Knight because it is spectacular. I'm telling you, one of the most consistent. And this one, they're kind of starting to go into more of his mental disabilities. You feel me? So, and that's what I love what they do with Moon Knight. So you definitely gotta check out another joint I got 52 number 2, I believe. Yeah, 52 number 2 because I'm they were out of the number 2s when I went to the store, so I had to get them to order this drink for me. But 52 really into science fiction stuff, you feel me? So I definitely wanted to check this out. It's a really good comic and it's by Mad Caves, who they've been pushing out some really dope work. You need to check out Mad Caves if you're into indie comics. Next up, Static Beyond. All right, Static Beyond, the very last issue. Now, I'm be honest with this. I was liking the series. I don't like the way it ended. It just kind of seemed to like abruptly end. But it was still a very dope series to see, like, old man Static and get to see some of the people from Dakota that kind of grew up and got older. Like Ebon was in it. Shiv was in it. I liked really seeing old man Static because we don't really get content. But we don't get static content for real at all. But we definitely don't get old man static content. So that was really dope to see and see him interact with Batman Beyond. And it was really dope because I think it's crazy that Kevin Conroy, am I saying that right? The man who voiced Batman in all the animated shows. I think that my guy from Boy Meets World that voiced Terry McGinnis is just as iconic of a Batman voice actor as Kevin McCoy. I know that like Kevin McCoy is like the GOAT Batman, but I'm telling you, uh my guy from Boy Meets World is killing it. He is killing it. Kevin Conroy. Sorry, I had looked it up. I didn't want to mess it up. Kevin Conroy. But yeah, I think my guy from Boy Meets World, Eric from Boy Meets World, is definitely just as iconic of a Batman voice actor as Kevin Conroy. I'm just saying that. I'm just saying that. I mean, of course, there's levels to it, but I think he's definitely up there. Also got Batman #9. I haven't been getting Batman. I actually dropped Batman off my pull list because it just wasn't interesting me. But this one had Duke Thomas on the cover and he's in the book barely. Barely. I'm tired when they do that. They put him out there like, oh yeah, he's gonna be in this book, blah blah blah, but he's only really gonna be in it for like a couple pages. Always stupid. But also besides like my pull list stuff, I just recently got hip to the fact that the Phantom is black. So they had a man take up the mantle of Phantom who was a black man. So I got all the 4 issues of that on mycomicshop.com. I got all 4 issues of that because I had to add that to my collection. Phantom is one of those characters that I loved after I watched the movie of him and always thought he should be black. And I didn't know that they actually made a black version of him. So definitely had to pick that up. Also in the indie scene, I got this from I got The Reaper. All right. The Reaper is actually by another creator, Charlie Wilson. All right. So I checked this out. I didn't get a chance to finish. I flipped through it a little bit, but it's definitely an interesting story and the artwork is fire. The artwork is fire. So definitely get a chance to check out Reaper, bro. Check out Reaper. Another indie comic. I actually had this guy on the podcast, Jars Burton. I actually had him on podcast. I can't remember episode. I think it was like 33 or 34. I had him on to talk about his comic, Joe Black Must Die. Now I got this joint. Got this joint, read through it. This was a good book. This was really good book. I gotta tell him that it's fire. This joint it it reminds me of an anime my friends would show me, but I actually like it. My friends always show me some animes that have really good stories, and it's like, okay, that sounds interesting. Then I start watching this whole bunch of goofy shit that goes on, and then so like I just don't be getting into it. This joint reminds me of like one of those animes, one of the stories from an anime that they would show me. But I actually like this. What is it called? They social reminds me of Ryan Kenshu, Ryan Kenshu. I can't remember what it's called, but it's on Netflix. It's the one with the anime with the guy with the long hair and he has like an X cut on his cheek. All right. I'm gonna see if I can find that right now. But that story actually really reminds me of this book. I've been watching the movie of it and haven't been able to finish it because I got a whole series on Netflix, but I still Rurouni Kenshin. It reminds me of that. Rurouni Kenshin, if you know of that. It reminds me of that. And it's actually, like I said, Joe Black Must Die is a really good book. Has It's in comic book form, but it has manga style artwork. And you should definitely check this out. This was a really good book. I'll probably do a video on it. But shouts to Jarvis Burton, who was also on the show. And last but not least, I also got this on mycomicshop.com. Ancestral Recall, the trade paperback, y'all. Now, this is a great way of using Black history as a superpower. That's what this book is about. It's like using Black history as a superpower. And I feel like that's all I need to tell you because this book was fire. You definitely should go check this out. It's a really dope read. Black hero, Black creator. The creator was actually a part of the Milestone initiative that DC had that they aren't doing no more because they can't get somebody to fund it because they really don't care about Black stories like that. But that's neither here nor there. But yeah, Jordan Clark was part of the Milestone initiative, and he's a brand new writer on the scene. Probably not brand new, just new to me. But he has this book called Ancestral Recall that I think people definitely need to check out. And like I said, it's about a guy who's using kind of Black history as a superpower to help get his wife back. And so this is a very dope book, and I think people should check it out. And those are all my pulls for this week, y'all. So thank y'all for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and tell your friends about me. All right. And if any of these books you want me to do like a review on or a video on, please let me know and I'll do it. Peace, y'all.